Okay. Hi, Leo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to do your weekly reading. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, link is in the description box below. If you want to be read live at the end of any of my all signs, which are normally on Sundays and Thursdays, that information is in the description box below as well. It's the same link as the private reading link. You can sign up to be read ahead of time. Also, we have memberships. If you are looking for more readings, I have collective readings on the memberships, and I also have all signs, not all signs, but I have some readings on there for, Aries through Pisces. So I got two different levels. If you go to the subscribe button, where normally where the subscribe button is, it says join. Click on that. All that information is gonna come out and let you know what the pricing is and the tiers are. Okay. All right. Let me say this: new people. This is for new people. It ain't for the old people. Old people already know what's up. If you have a problem with profanity, keep it pushing. Get out of my channel. I don't want you telling me anything about the way that I speak. I am who I am. And in this collective and on this channel, we are authentically ourselves. So if you coming on here knowing you need to work on yourself and you worrying about me and how I'm showing up and what I'm saying, no, not up in here. You will be shown the door. So either you get out if you don't like it, or you come on in here, welcome on in here if you ain't got a problem with the profanity, because I'm not changing nothing about myself. Okay? Also, if you are somebody, what is it? Something else. It's always the second thing I want to say, and I always forget. Oh my gosh, it'll come back to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All I'm saying is, don't be coming up in here. I don't come to your house and tell you what to do in your house. Don't come in my house telling me that. That's disrespectful. I don't know what it is with this internet and these people that think that, comments give them the right to just say whatever the fuck they want to say. Not up in here. That's all I'm just going to tell you. Not up in here. And if you do, you be prepared to get it back times 1,000. So if you ready for that, then come on, baby, bring it. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's go ahead, get this party started. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you, Leo. Hello, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. Like I said, if you good with the status quo, welcome. I'm not trying to stop anybody from being up in here that don't want to be in here. But you just not gonna tell me what I'm gonna do up in here. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, let's go. Hey, Kiana, how you doing? Glad to see you in here. Okay. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Okay, there are a big influx of new people that are starting to come into this channel. Okay, so all of you old heads, I understand that you've already heard about the old person. So let me say this. I target my readings to be about the new person, but I don't see, how some readers will say, oh, if the old person comes through, I'm not going to say, If Spirit is bringing the message, whatever the message is, just like y'all can't step on my toes, like I'm not stepping on Spirit's toes. If there is something that needs to be said, there is somebody here who needs to hear it, whether it's your message or not. So if you want to be in here, you want to hear these messages, you just going to have to deal with listening to stuff about the old person. Okay? Like I said, we going to keep it, as minimal as possible. But if it comes out, it's going to be talked about. So if you got a problem with that, then you want to get on. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. Nobody is up in here. The only Steven Spielberg, the only James Cameron up in this motherfucker is me. Okay? That's all I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all cinematic people that think y'all directors and want to tell somebody how to run their channel. Not up in here. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so Leo, we got Fairy Tale Love showing up here. I love this. I love this for you. Okay, then we also got this fucking player. See, and then understand this. This is your energy I'm reading. So if this motherfucker keeps showing up in the energy, it's your energy. It's not mine. I'm not making it happen. Spirit is showing you what is going on in your energy. Okay, so if you want to be mad at anybody, you got to be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at me. So we got player here, and we also got Fairy Tale Love here. So Spirit is telling you this or that. You're going to have to make the choice on what it is you want. Okay? New people that are coming up in here. If these messages resonate with you, if you are in a twin flame like situation. Spirit is telling you to leave that old motherfucker alone because there's somebody new for you. So you got to decide what it is you want to do. Hey, old May, how you doing? So we got waiting on you showing up here. Let me clarify and see who this is. Oh, they done told me they split the deck. This is the twin flame. So this motherfucker that you done turned your back on, majority of y'all, they sitting and waiting, still thinking that you gonna show back up, okay? And then see, because all they want to do is break up and make up, and ain't nobody got no time for that. And this is somebody that can't control themselves. Anything that tempts them, they want it, right? But this is what you want. You're expecting, you're wanting to expect, no matter what way that is, whether it's an actual birth, whether it's you and this new person combining your families, or it's whatever the two of you come together and create, okay? Because it can talk about a business. It doesn't actually have to be about children, but for a lot of you it is, because a lot of you either want to have children, okay? You either want to give birth, or you want to get your partner pregnant and have kids, okay? So with this other person, it's going to be, the two of you are distant and continually going separate ways, even though it's not what this other person wants, but don't nobody give a fuck, because with the butterfly feelings, when I'm with you, this is where you're headed, okay? So it's about you saying, hey, I'm not the only person I'm entertaining is the one that's entertaining what's going on with me, and we doing it for each other 100%, okay? All right, hold on. All right, let's clarify. I hear Erykah Badu, I guess I see you next lifetime. That's what I hear, but I'm singing it lower. I'm singing it lower. There'll be butterflies. That's what she's saying. Hey, Godfrey, how you doing? See, no strings attached. So it says, it starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred, right? This is pretty much the definition of settling, right? Being with somebody for the wrong reasons, okay? All right, that's why we all in this situation we in, because for those exact reasons, right? Being conflicted. It says decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Like I said, the majority of y'all know what the hell you need to do, okay? The connection is broken. That's what Spirit is saying, because this old person, I can't show you this card because it's a little X-rated. I just want you to see the message. This person was only looking for a good time. That's all they ever gonna be looking for, okay? So we got busy lifestyle showing up here. I feel like this is talking about your new person. This is somebody that got a lot going on. They have a lot on their plate, but they will always make time for you, okay? All right. Okay, now we're gonna get deeper into the connection. I mean, not into the connection. Well, into the connection and into the reading. Let me say that. Like I said, every reading I do is targeted towards the new person. Because if you look at the question that I'm asking and the things that I'm talking about, it's always about the new person. But if the old person pops up, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay, let's pull these cards. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna take a look at is where you are emotionally, okay? Leo, because we need to look at you too. We just can't be focused on a new person all the time. We got to take your temperature too, okay? All right. That's what I keep hearing. I guess I see you next lifetime. That's what the hell I keep hearing in my head. Oh my God. Like I said, this person gonna come get their damn feelings hurt, this old person. Ooh. Okay, where is Leo emotionally? This is underneath it all. The shit you don't tell nobody else. This is what we talking about. You might not even know this is what spirit is saying. Okay? Okay, so we have the Hierophant showing up here first. Okay, so this is overall energy. This is Taurus energy. This can talk. I feel like this is talking about teachings, like lessons. All right. I feel like you are trying to learn your lessons. You're trying to learn your lessons because I feel like a lot of you tired of the old shit that used to go on in your life, and you are to the point where you're so fed up to you like, okay, we got to do something different because we can't keep doing the same thing we was doing before. Okay. We also have the Nine of Cups, but it's reversed. We have excess here. So whatever is going on with you, Leo, this is something that's going on throughout the whole collective. So don't feel no type of way. It's everybody. You're overindulging in something. Whatever it is that you do, that you use to pacify yourself when shit ain't going the way you want it to. Okay, it could be TV, it could be food, it could be too much working out, too much reading. I don't know, is it whatever it is? Because anything you do in this life, if you do too much of it and it becomes unhealthy, it's excess. Okay, so Spirit is saying a hollow feeling. So it says self-indulgent, materialism, selfishness, imbalance, addiction. Okay, this could also be talking about codependency, because in this collective, that's what's going on. There's a lot of codependency up in here. Okay, and it needs to be healed, because you can't go into, I was telling the other signs yesterday about this. You can't go into this relationship with this new person and be latching on to this person and holding on to them for dear life, because this is somebody where they not having that. Okay, they not having no unhealthiness. They not going to be latching on to you like that, and you shouldn't be doing that to anybody else either. And if you feeling the need to do that, then that's something you need to take a look at. Okay, and a lot of that stems from not getting the love and the care that you should have gotten when you were younger. It is not your fault. Let me say that. Okay, the fact that you are showing up like that, when people try to say you needy and all this kind of stuff, it is not your fault. Let me say that. But with that said, as I always tell you, you are 100% responsible for what in the hell goes on in your life once you become an adult, right? Once you 18, 21, whatever age it is, no matter what country you in, once you hit them numbers, it's up to you to fix your life. Okay, nothing's ever going to change if you don't fucking make the change. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay, because some people that come up in here, they hear these things, they hear all the good things, but they don't hear the stuff I'm telling them about what you got to do to make your life better. Okay, because I told you this is a channel, filled with solutions. We ain't just in here talking about what's gonna happen, and we just like, oh, like with little kids, like back in the day when you used to have story time. I don't know if you younger people know about that, but back in the day when we used to be in school, like after lunch or whatever, we used to have story time. And so our teacher used to read us books. And so after lunch, we would sit like little kids and just be like, oh, we cause we love any type of idle time, any type of time where ain't nobody teaching us some shit, we good. So I'm saying all of this to say, this is not that, okay? Where I'm just rattling off useless facts. We trying to get you to where it is you want to go, but I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you it's gonna be fucking easy, okay? If you want the unicorns and the puppy dogs and the rainbows, you're gonna have to fucking work. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? All right, so we got the moon showing up here, Cancer or Pisces energy. This can talk about what you don't see. Look at this. Look at what's behind the moon. Look at that, the Lovers, Gemini energy. So your person is waiting for the right time for the two of you come together to have this second chance at love with the Judgment card. This is Scorpio energy, right? So in order for you to have this, some of y'all, you're fighting your subconscious mind. And I keep telling you, your subconscious mind runs the majority of your body. It makes sure you breathe, okay? You swallow. You do all these things you do at night when you're sleeping, right? It runs your body when you're awake. It runs your body when you're asleep. So don't ever sit here and think that you just gonna be able to think in the opposite way that your subconscious mind thinks in, and think that that's gonna work. You can't do it like that. You have to learn to align with it. You have to get it on your side. Until you learn how to get it on your side, you're gonna be fighting a losing fucking battle. Because anything that is controlling, it's like the battery, right? It's like the battery for your body, but it also thinks and does things for you, certain things for you, so you don't have to. That's why you don't have to think, oh, I gotta blink to wet my eyeballs. I gotta swallow, so I don't drool on myself. You don't have to think about these things. So funny. You don't have to think about these things because it's happening automatically, right? Just like a lot of the shit that's happening in your life is happening automatically because it's negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. You have instructions, like they tell you, it's a virus, right? It's like your mind is a computer. You have a virus in there based on the things that happened to you when you were younger, right? So we trying to get the antivirus and get that out. That's basically what is happening in here. But you got to do what you're being asked to do. You have free will. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you want your life to change and you want things to be different, you need to listen to these instructions and start to pick up what spirit is putting down. Because if you continue to with the oh, all I gotta do is sit here and look cute, and they gonna come knock on the door. You can tell yourself that bullshit all day long. You gonna be telling yourself that bullshit when you're 70, 80, 90 years old, and ain't nobody gonna be here. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay? You have to make a change, and it's not a conscious change. It's a subconscious change. That is what spirit is trying to tell you. That is how you get into a new timeline. That is how you are able to step into a healthy relationship and be able to sustain it because of the changes that you're going to make if that's what you want to happen. Okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so this paranoid MFer, okay, here, this old thing we don't want to talk about, but want us to talk about them, right? Is paranoid. They like, oh, I gotta make a move. They finally realizing they lazy ass gonna have to do something because you not dealing with them no more, right? Okay, so the three cards that fell for you that are talking about, where you are. We got the Hermit, Virgo energy. It's upright. We got the Two of Wands. And we also have the Six of Swords, but it's like this. Okay, so when it shows up like this, it's like you're going back and forth. Okay? Okay, so remember, I always tell y'all, everybody in here this. We have come from instability. See? Do you see it? It's the other side of the card. That is what our foundation was built on when we grew up with our caretakers or whatever. Like I said, people don't have instruction manuals. This is not about shaming anybody. I'm just explaining to you what is going on. This collective is about, growing up in instability. And because of the instability, that's why things have been playing out the way that they have been playing out. But like I told you, now that you're an adult, you're able, because remember we always talk about hindsight is 2020, you are now able to look back at the past and see what the fuck is going on, the error of your ways and whatever was happening and stuff like that, what the things that you were taught to believe that you started to accept as yours, okay? And so this is about you healing. So I feel like, with the Hermit card, Virgo energy, that's what a lot of y'all are doing. Like I said, be proud of yourselves, but keep moving. Don't pat yourself on the back and then just sit there and say you ain't gonna do nothing else. Keep working towards what it is you want, because you are coming out of this instability, because the card didn't fall like this, it fell like this. So what this is telling me is that you're slowly getting to this point where better days, that's Joe. Better days, that's what I hear, this song, okay? You got something to say, better days. So it says better times ahead. This is about you finding your peace, right? Overcoming hardship. All right. Being able to move from rough waters into calmer waters. All right. That's what you're doing. So I like that. I like what I see. And you're getting ready. You are creating a plan on how you're doing that, how you want your life to go. And you getting ready to make this choice when the time comes. Because the Two of Wands talk about choices, right? About you choosing the right person. Because remember, I told you, it don't matter if you don't want to make the choice. Don't matter if you don't want the old person to come back. None of that matters. All of this got to play out the way it's supposed to play out. Okay? All right, let's clarify. I hear you, old May. I see you. See, because you've been in these relationships, right? Where you thought you were in love, but it was infatuation, right? Then we got, I hear illusion. Hoo, 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 ha. Illusion, that old ass song. That's what I hear. So Spirit was saying, you thought that it was love, but it was a fucking illusion. It was infatuation, and all that was going on in these relationships with these old people were ego battles. You're butting heads with this person. They want control, and you just want to be loved, but they want to be, they want to control, right? So we got one day. It says someday, somewhere, another time. There you go. I guess I see you in that next lifetime. But like I said, I'm like, shit, you can't come back no fucking lifetime. That's what I'm saying. But then that's just me. Okay, so let's move on. Next thing we're going to take a look at is what your new person's silence is actually saying. So we talk about the new person now. Hold on, wrong thing. Going the wrong way because these cards got stuff on both sides of them. Okay, this way. Okay, so we got the Nine of Wands reversed. Okay, it says overwhelmed. We have the Messenger of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. It's a Pisces energy. All right. And then we also have this upright. And then we have the Five of Swords reversed. Okay, which is good. So what Spirit is saying that your person is saying, because this is a no contact reading. So we talking to you know, those of you where you in something with this soulmate, but the two of you have not talked in the 3D yet, or you may have, and you may have had a false start. Okay, so your person is dealing with overwhelm. That's what they're saying with the Nine of Wands. They're learning how to come out of this test of faith, because that's what the Nine of Wands is about. Do you believe in yourself, right? Are you going to go through this hurt and pain and continue to carry it around, or are you going to get rid of it? So your person is working on getting rid of whatever baggage they're carrying around so that they don't bring it into this new connection with you. Okay, for those of you where there was some type of false start between the two of you, because this is not going to apply to everybody, so don't take it if it's not your message, but some of you in here, there was something went wonky with you and this person. Okay, you may not even known that they was your soulmate at the time that this happened. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is that the other person knows, and that they're coming back to make amends and to give a love offer with this Messenger of Cups, which is, like I said, the Page of Cups, Pisces energy, right? Then for everybody else, this is talking about when the soulmate comes in the first time with the Page of Cups, okay? Talking about, because the Messenger of Cups or the Page of Cups can talk about a love offer that comes along with an apology. So that apology is for those of you where this person needs to make amends with you. And then for everybody else, is just talking about the love offer that comes along when this person comes in for the first time. Okay? All right, let's clarify. I hear ha, illusion. I heard that's a long, that's an old ass song. Oh, they be pulling out they be digging down deep in my mind and finding these songs. So see, love lessons, right? So your person is learning their love lessons, and I told you, because I keep telling y'all, we were never meant to hold on to the hurt and the pain. We were only supposed to hold on to the lessons, but we weren't taught that. Okay, so like I said, you don't know, you can't do what you don't know, right? When you know better, you do better. So that's what y'all are doing, right? So no more chasing potential on either side of this connection. You're no longer putting in, because I feel like your person got into relationships with people that just wanted a warm body. It didn't matter who it was. And I feel like for a lot of you, it could have been something like that. Either the person got with you for that reason, or maybe for some of y'all, you just didn't want to be alone. Like I said, we all got different reasons. Like I said, this is no shame in anybody, okay? But you and this new person, you are each other's spiritual match, all right? So you gotta be okay with the way this person shows up, knowing that if changes need to be made, or if there's some type of compromise y'all have to come to, this person is going to be willing to do that, okay? Because with the old people, you know better than that. That would never happen, right? Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is what's really keeping you and this new person apart. Okay, so you better listen to Godfrey. Godfrey said you better like that video. So you better like that video and watch that video so you can get you a extra read, because that's why I keep telling y'all, the people that win every week, the first one, like Scorpio, won this week. So they getting on Saturday, they're going to have their own read. They're the only person that's going to get a read, the only sign. Everybody else, all you get is your weekly. So if you want extra, that's what you got to do. Okay, so When it comes to what is keeping you apart, we have the Three of Coins. We've got the Sun, which is Leo energy. And of course, we have the Strength card reversed. So this is Leo energy too. So it's both of these cards, is your energy. So what Spirit is telling me is that, you and your person still have to build yourself up. You're still working on yourself. You're still healing. You're still learning how to come to, Jesus when it comes to these certain things that happen to you. Because like I told you, you got to rebuild your confidence, because whoever these people were you were with in the past, even if it wasn't romantic, it could have been family members, it could have been frenemies. They chipped away at your self-esteem. So this is about you building yourself back up in order to be new and improved, Leo, right? So this is because it says on here, vulnerable, lacking confidence, right? So this is talking about self-doubt, low self-esteem, feeling weak, because like I said, people will beat you down. You love somebody and you opening yourself up to them and they just doing all kind of stupid shit. So like I said, be gentle with yourself and understand that things happen. They just happen. Okay. A lot of times, what do they say? You got to fall back in order to bounce forward, or bounce back and whatever, come back and go forward. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take one for the team in order to come back more new and improved. Let me say it like that. Okay. All right. And once you do, here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. That's what Spirit is saying, right? You're going to be walking on sunshine. Whoa. And with the Three of Coins, this is about you and your person coming together, okay, as a team. Because look at both of y'all. Look, you see it's an older couple, right? I keep telling you, you and this person have the potential to live out the rest of your lives together if that's what you both choose, okay? So this is going to be a thing where y'all come together. I feel like, it's going to be two peas in the damn pod. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. So this is about you learning how to be securely attached in relationships, because a lot of people that you've dealt with have played upon your insecurities, your vulnerabilities, okay, any kind of triggers you have, and they've used it against you. So this new person, it may start out with the both of you not, telling each other exactly how you feel. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you're supposed to be starting off as friends anyway. You're supposed to be taking your time, right? So I hear, baby, we can do it. Take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Don't do it tonight, though. You always tell you that. We ain't doing it tonight. You gotta take your time and get to know somebody, okay? And then here go Dusty and Krusty, right, with some bullshit. All right, they doing some dirt. They doing some type of dirt. I don't know. Look, chasing clout. I'm trying to pull some cards for your person. See, spilling the beans, gossiping. Okay, let's move on. Because they keep telling me about this other person, and I'm like, oh, I want the cards about the new person. Okay, so we talked about what was keeping y'all apart. Okay, so let's talk about what the separation is teaching you and this new person. Okay. Okay, we got the Death card reversed, the Scorpio energy. Champion of Wands, this is the Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your energy. And we have the Queen of Wands reversed, okay? So this is, all of this is your energy. And like I said, you could have Scorpio placements. Your person could have, you both could have. So what Spirit is telling me is what this is teaching you, this separation. How to do it your way, how to become more strong-willed, okay? I feel like you already are strong-willed, but I feel like in some of these relationships, these people chipped away at a little bit of your shit. So you are making a comeback, okay? This is about you with the Champion of Wands, you building yourself back up so that when you and this new person come back together, I feel like they're going to come in and sweep you off your feet. But it's after you have done the things you need to do for yourself. Because we got the Death card reversed here, and you see it says internal changes. And I told you the internal changes are what's going to create the external changes. And for some of y'all, you working on yourselves, you may not have started to see the changes in the external world yet, but keep doing it. It's coming, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so this new person is going to come in and want to be here for the long haul. They ain't going nowhere. I hear the Lil Mo song, Forever. She say, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. So that's what Spirit is saying, okay? And then you got this old person with that sneaky link bullshit. Like I told you, stop giving yourself to these people. I don't care if they fucking dusties and crusties or not. If it's not your person, stop creating these soul ties that's going to take forever and a fucking day for you to cut loose. Because I keep telling you, you're a divine being. And when you lay with somebody, it's not like some shit you see on TV, right? Where you can lay down with somebody and get up and it's nothing, okay? It's not like that. You create some type of soul bond with people. That's why some of y'all see that it takes a long time for you to get away from people that you've laid down with sexually, okay? Because this is about you saving yourself for the person that you're supposed to be with. And it's not because, like I keep telling y'all, we ain't trying to go back to the 1940s to 1950s. When you love yourself and it's true love, you're protecting your fucking body. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're protecting your body because you know you shouldn't be giving it away to everybody. All right? You are protecting yourself when it comes to the people that are in your energy, making sure that you have people that have your best interests at heart. It's like all of those things, okay? And you loving yourself, you got your own back, you setting your boundaries and all these things. Because like I said, if you got somebody in your energy that, you know, is trying to not force you, but pressure you to have sex or some stuff like that, and you know this all this person wants, let their asses go. Leo, you got somebody coming that ain't going nowhere. So why would you want to be with this right here? Okay? Why? Think about that. This is beneath you, right? If you loving yourself and take care of yourself the way you should, this type of shit is fucking beneath you. Because this is dime a dozen. You can get this anywhere. Okay? All right. So the only reason this person coming back is because the feelings are fading. You know, you don't want nothing to do with them no more. Let's move on to the next question. So next question is talking about, or next placement, what is it your gut already knows? Okay, so we got shortcuts here. This is the world, but it's reversed. This is all signs. So what Spirit is saying, ain't no fucking shortcuts up in here, baby. Ain't no shortcuts. You can't skip steps. I've been telling you, this been coming up for almost all the signs. You cannot skip no steps up in here with this. I'm going to tell you like I told everybody else. In this collective, with what we doing, if you want to be in a healthy relationship, you're going to have to face all your fucking fears. Whatever the scarier it is, you just might as well fucking suit up and boot up and be ready to fucking face it. Because you're going to have to go through all of that stuff. You got to learn how to let it go, put it to bed, whatever it is you want to do. You know, I always talk about the horror movie, right? The heroine and the hero or the heroine, right? Running from the fucking killer. And then at the end, they like, I can't keep doing this because if I keep doing this, it's just going to always pop up, right? I'm never going to be able to be comfortable because the shit going to show up some kind of way, right? I can never be myself. I can never relax. And so that's what's happening here. Spirit is telling you that if you don't take care of these triggers, if you don't take care of the things that scare you, if you don't take care of the things that you need to take care of, that you've been dealing with, that you've been carrying around for decades, it's always going to end up popping up, and it's always going to do it at the most inopportune time. And see, we be thinking, oh, I can control it. It's not going to happen. This and that, this and that, this and that. How many of y'all been in a situation where you got into it with somebody and you fucking snapped and you just and said whatever you said, and then at the end you was like, oh shit. Because it just came out of nowhere. That's why I keep trying to tell you, if the right person pushes the right buttons at the right motherfucking time, any of the shit that you got, them landmines that you got up in here, the hurt and the pain that you haven't healed, they liable to pop off at any time. It's just like those old fields where they had those landmines there, right? And they post them signs in them other countries saying you can't go through here because you don't know what's gonna set these things off. That's what's going on the inside here. And so you need to go and set all that shit off so that when motherfuckers be trying to push your buttons, you can be like, oh homie, I healed that long time ago. That's funny. That's funny that you think you finna you finna set that off because it ain't nothing to set off because I already set it off, right? So that's what this is about. No shortcuts. You got to do what you need to do. You gotta face your fears, all the ugly shit, the shit you've been running from all your life. It's time to turn around and say, okay, nice to meet you. Let's deal with it. Dig it up, heal it, and bury it. Because if you do it the right way, Leo, you're not gonna have to come back and do it again. Okay? All right. So we got 8 of coins here. Your gut also knows that it's time to do the damn work, and that you need to be dedicated to the craft of you being the best Leo you can be. Okay? Because you're about to step into this relationship with this new person. And I keep telling y'all, the neediness, the fucking codependency, all that shit that we used to carry around and stuff like that because of the things we've been through in the past. This person's not going to have it, because this is somebody that works on themselves. And they stand on a certain level, and they're going to expect the same thing from you. Because they working on themselves, and they trying to show up the best way that they can. And you need to be doing that too. You need to be able to stand toe to toe with this person, because this is your energy here with the King of Wands, natural born leader. You see it? Okay? All right. Let's clarify. See, we got expecting, we got it showing up again. We got it showing up again where we was talking about, birthing things into this world, whether it's a child or it's a business or it's a monetary opportunity, financial situation, whatever it is. It says a new life is forming, ready or not. This changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline, right? Because look, there's your person, soulmate bond. So it's talking about that no explanation needed kind of love, where I told you people gonna look at you and they gonna be fucking hot, because they gonna be like, why is Leo so happy? What is happening? What is going on? Because people don't like that shit. They don't like it. They miserable. They want everybody else to be miserable. Ain't everybody that's like that. There will be some people that will be genuinely happy for you, but the majority of folks gonna be fucking hating. Let's just be honest, okay? Then we got karma here. It says consequences, cause and effect, debts. This is about you clearing up your karma, your person clearing up their karma, and then you got that old Dusty and Crusty. They getting all this shit, okay? All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is talking about how to find peace without contact, okay? How to be at peace knowing that you're not in contact with your person, okay? Okay, so we have the Tower. Again, Scorpio energy. Like I said, one or the both of you have Scorpio placements. We got the 9 of Swords here. It says depths of despair. And then we got 6 of Cups, but it's reversed. It says nostalgia, memories, remembering the past. So Spirit is telling you that to find the peace without contact, you have to learn how to be okay. This is about you forming a relationship with yourself. That's what this is about. That's why there's nobody else here right now, because you got to learn how to be your own best friend. All right, the ways you want this new person to treat you, I tell you this all the time. You have to give of yourself to yourself. Okay, this is about you putting yourself on the pedestal. This is about you courting yourself, buying yourself flowers, taking yourself out to eat, going to that concert with yourself, going on that trip with yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, whatever way you want to be treated, stop waiting on somebody fucking be here to do what you want to do. I keep telling you, I am a world traveler, and I would not be able to say that if I sat around waiting on somebody to fucking come travel with me. Okay? And people tell me all the time, how can you do that? I'm like, because my life is meant to be lived. And I'm not going to sit here waiting on nobody to come for me to start living my life. Life is happening now. It's not happening when somebody gets here, because who knows when the hell that's going to be, right? So, because I'm not giving you no timelines, right? It's when you get yourself together. Everybody's timeline is different, okay? That's why there's no timelines up in here. Because some of y'all, you be going good and then you stop, right? Or some of y'all going all the way, you do all the healing you need to do, but there's other areas of your life that you're not fucking looking at, okay? So it's not just one thing. It's not just the healing. It's also talking about getting your life in order. It's also talking about, look, let me tell you this. Let me give you a checklist. You need to heal your fucking shit, right? You need to be working on that. You need to get it to a manageable state. Then you need to be making sure that you doing what you came here to do, or if you're not actually doing it, you need to be making steps to start doing it. Like I had somebody in one of the Aquarius videos yesterday that left me a comment, and he's telling me how he's starting to put his life back together. This was somebody that was near not wanting to be here no more. Let me say it like that. They was near not wanting to be here no more. And then finally, I keep telling y'all, you're gonna have to rescue yourself. Nobody's gonna come in here and rescue you. I'm giving you the steps you need to do that, but you have to do the work, okay? So this person has started to do that, and they're telling me how, okay, well, I realize I can do this, I can do that. I didn't understand this, but now I got this, and this is going on, and I realize, you know, what he's telling me that his soul, his intuition is telling him that, you know, what he needs to go towards, right? So I'm saying all of this to say that you need to be focusing on what you came here to do, because if you ain't doing that, and you think this person gonna come in here, not happening, because that's a part of the two of you being together. They got to be doing what they came here to do. You got to be doing what you came here to do, because for a lot of you, you're coming together. That's what this expecting is. It's not just kids for some of you. It is a business, like some type of mission. You came here both to work together to bring more light to this earth. But you got to already be in your doing what you're supposed to do, and they got to already be doing what they're doing too. That's why they got that card in this deck that talks about responsibilities. It says responsibilities, love, romance interrupted. That's what Spirit is talking about. Okay? It's not just the healing. Okay? You got to be here doing what you're supposed to do. You got to make sure you have a balanced life. You can't be out here working your fucking self to death or hermiting in your fucking house and not going nowhere. There's a lot of moving parts to this. It's not just, it's because it's like you are entirely remaking your life. You cannot be the old Leo and think you finna get into a healthy relationship with somebody, because the old Leo can't sustain it. You got to be the new Leo. Because if you're not coming in as the new Leo, you gonna get your feelings hurt, because you and this person are not gonna be able to work it out. Okay? All right. So what Spirit is telling you, you got to find the peace in no contact. You got to let the tower moments happen. Okay? The old foundation has to be torn down. Okay? And then, you know, some of you may have to go back and look at the past, look at certain things so you can heal it. And you got to get out of this Nine of Swords energy where you're making mountains out of molehills, where you're convincing yourself that what you want is not going to happen, because that's cursing yourself. That's spelling right there. When you do that, when you talk against what it is you want, you're fucking your shit up. Because everybody understands manifestation, right? If you understand what they're saying, your mind, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, the things you say, how you move, all of that stuff has to be in alignment. And if it's not in alignment, what you want is not going to show up. Okay? So this is what we're doing. This is like a 12-step plan or whatever to get you where you need to go. Okay? So you got to do the work. That's what Spirit is telling you. Okay? All right, let's clarify. You say you've been doing that. You said, Godfrey, you say you've been doing that. You booked a solo getaway for I love that. I love it. High five, Godfrey. High five. I love that. So we got releasing, because I'm trying to figure out where I want to go for mine. Releasing, it says letting go, moving on, walking away. So this is about releasing the things that no longer serve you, letting go of shit. And some of y'all still got to walk away from people, places, and things. Because like I said, the thing could be a dead-end job. The thing could be some type of, a person could be a frenemy or a fucking family member. It don't matter if you grew up with this person. Don't matter if they've been in your life all your life. Like I said, you got to stop allowing people to have privilege in your life that's not fucking earning it. You earning it with everybody who you in their life, you earning it with them. So why the fuck they can't earn it with you? That's the question you need to start asking. Okay? So then we got rushing things. Spirit is telling you need to stop rushing. Stop rushing this, because you still have adjustments that you need to make. That is why. Because like I said, if you was ready, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. We was like, I'm ready. If you was really ready, you'd be staring in your person's face. You wouldn't be talking to me. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay, then look, there you go. The old dusty and crusty partying, fucking shitting away money or whatever, and want to come put their hand in your pocket. That's the short version, right? Spirit is telling you, you gotta understand what the red flags are, where they're coming from, and you can't be afraid to walk away. You gotta be You got to be ruthless, baby. Some of y'all are still trying to be fucking nice. I keep telling you, this ain't about being nice. Because you worrying about if you ain't showing up as nice, ain't nobody going to want to be around you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Look at me. I drag y'all all the time, and y'all fucking love me. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. But I'm saying all of this to say, you have to be who you are. Okay? You cannot be afraid to be yourself because you want the authentic people around you. Because I keep telling you, even if you were to get into something with somebody and you were not being yourself, eventually the mask is going to fall off. Ask the Dusty and Krusty, right? They played that game and did all the shit they did, right? And then what happened? The mask slid off and you was like, ooh, who the fuck is this, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You might as well relax and be who the fuck you truly are. I'm telling you, okay? But in order for you to stand there like that and be naked in the sun or whatever you want to call it, you're gonna have to love you. That's what it is. That's what gives you the strength to do it. It's saying I'm the best thing since sliced bread and I don't give a fuck what nobody say about it. That's why you think I come over here and I be like, hey, if you don't like it, get out. Because like I said, I know that by being myself, I want the people in here that belong in here that's going to get the most from what is going on in here. I don't want somebody that's just in here because they bored or whatever the fuck. Because like I told you, if somebody was going to go, they going to go anyway. So that's why I said, I be pushing you out the fucking door if you don't belong here. Because I only want the people who's supposed to be here, okay? So, like I said, you can't be afraid to be like that. You can't. Because that's why some of y'all got all these fucking leeches. They showing me the person coming out of the water covered with fucking leeches all over their body. Some of y'all got leeches just sucking you fucking dry and you don't even realize it. Or you realize it and you don't want to see it. You got to take off them dirty glasses and look at the red flags. That's what Spirit is telling you, okay? All right, next thing. What might happen down the road? Let's see what Spirit is telling you. What is going to happen? If you keep going the way you are, if you do what Spirit is asking you to do, we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands reversed, right? It says offload. You're going to be letting go of all these fucking burdens, these wands, this pain you've been carrying around, right? And you're going to slow down with the Eight of Wands reversed, because I hear slow down. I just want to get to know you. And you're going to start to listen to your intuition and stop keeping everything in. Some of y'all shoving down your damn feelings, and you need to go somewhere and stand on the edge of a cliff or stand somewhere out in the woods, and you need to fucking scream until you lose your voice. Some of y'all, that's how long you've been holding in whatever the fuck it is you've been holding, your anger, your bitterness, or whatever it is, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. See, like I said, we got to stop talking about emotions like they're fucking, like they're dirty, like they're fucked up. You're a human being. You're going to feel what you feel. Okay? If anybody shit on you, anybody gets shitted on, they're going to be angry. They're going to feel a certain type of way or whatever. And like I said, I'm not telling you that you can't have your emotions. Of course you're supposed to have your emotions. That's why I keep telling you, you got to dig them up so you can have them. Some of y'all got some shit trapped down inside that when you dig it up, it's going to come out and shock the shit out of you because you don't realize how deep you buried them and how strong these emotions are. Okay? All right, so to clarify, we have intuition again. Spirit is telling you, listen to your heart song, listen to the telepathy, listen to the inner knowing. And like I keep telling y'all, stop letting people tell you that the telepathy, whatever clair you got, if it's clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever it is, claircognizance, whatever it is, stop letting people tell you it's not real. It is fucking real. What do we sit up in here and talk about? Everything we talk about up in here is fucking magical. I'm telling you shit about you and I don't know you. Think about that. If that's not magical, I don't know what the fuck is. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, I have psychic abilities. I embrace my shit. I don't give a fuck if anybody understands it or if they don't understand it or if they okay with it or they not okay. I don't care. I don't care. It's me. It's who I am. This is my gift. This is what God gave me and this is what we going with. Okay? So I'm saying the same thing for you. You cannot be afraid to be who you truly are. You're different, Leo. All of y'all up in here. I don't care if Leo is your sun sign or not. I don't care. You are different. Embrace it. Be okay with who the hell you are. Okay? You were made this way for a reason. All right? We are put here to help people, to bring light to this earth, but you got to get yourself together first, babies, before you can go out there and help somebody else. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You got to be okay in order to get to somebody else. Like I said, you got to put your oxygen mask on first before you can put anybody else's on. So that's what this is about. Spirit is telling you, hurry up and get yourself together, because you got work to do, sweetie. You got work to do. And like I told you, when we talking about confidence and the strength card reverse, right? And about people chipping away at your self-esteem and you having to build yourself back up. Imagine how, I'm gonna tell you from experience, your confidence is gonna be on fleek, sweetheart. When you start helping people, when you step into who you truly are and really start helping people, imagine how your confidence is gonna soar. I'm telling you, because I get to say loud and proud, I'm a tarot card reader, and so many people tell me how I help them. And sometimes it just makes me cry. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to do that. And so I want all of y'all to be able to feel like that. Okay? Because when you give into other people, that's what people don't understand. When you give, that's the little secret, right? When you give into other people, it's not only making them feel good, but you making yourself feel good too, right? That's what people who don't give to other folks don't understand. That's why this collective is so special, because despite all the bullshit we've been through, we still trying to do right. We still want to help people. We still want to give and be good and be right. Okay? So I'm saying all of this to say, you love yourself. You admire yourself. You respect yourself, and you step out and be exactly who you came here to be, because this is who God made you, and it don't fucking matter what somebody else say. Okay? All right. So we got scam alert. Dead motherfucker again. Hey, Infinite Charisma, how you doing? I said, okay, good look. You know, I like to say infinite karma. I was like, did I say it right? And then so we got, like I said, this motherfucker trying to do some dirt, but we ain't paying attention to him. So it says epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. That's what this is about. This is about you waking up to who you truly are, because your person has to do the same thing. Everything that I'm telling you, they got to go through the same shit. They got to get their money up. They got to learn to figure out who they truly are, what they came here to do. All of these things you're doing, they're doing it too. Okay? All right. Let's get these other cards. Let's get some specifics. Okay, Leo, untrue stories. It says you tell yourself bad things. We were just talking about this. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good that can happen. You're going to make me tell you about the little dog. You're going to make me tell you about the comic strip again, right? The little dog. Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day. Remember I told you about that? It was a comic strip in my phone that I took a picture of. The little dog kept saying, today's the day. And I said, what the hell is this? And I forgot I even took a picture of it. He kept saying today's the day, and then the last little square, he all happy walking home like he say, I told you. He walking home with his new master, his new human that came and got him from the pound. He was a dog in the pound, and he kept believing that somebody was gonna come and get him. And look at what happened. So I'm saying all this to say, stop telling yourself fucked up shit, because if you telling yourself fucked up shit, you are creating it. If you telling yourself good things, you are creating it. Okay? All right. Then we got not being you, what we just talked about, right? I hear getting to know you, getting to know all about you. How you going to open yourself up and let this person know who you are if you don't take off this mask? Okay? You have to trust yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to admire yourself in order to be able to do this. Okay? So Spirit is saying you are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. We fucking messy. Nobody's fucking perfect. That's why I tell y'all, don't be criticizing your new person, because they got issues, but you got fucking issues too. And you got to think about it. You want somebody to say, yeah, you know, sometimes Leo get on my goddamn nerves, but I love the fuck out of Leo. That's what you want somebody to say about you. You got to say the same thing about them. Okay? Then we got needs rescuing. It says you are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. You got to start taking care of yourself, sweetie. You need to rescue yourself. I told you, nobody's coming in here to bust open the door and tell you to get on the fucking horse until you have rescued yourself. Until you got it, you're going to be like, no, I got my own horse. Hold on. Let me go get it. Okay? Then we got addictions here, right? It says you are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. Like I told you, to talk about codependency. If you got codependency or any kind of anything, drugs, drinking, whatever it is, I told you, this ain't about shame. It's about you recognizing that there's an issue and you needing to get the help that you need to get, okay? Because this is about you being healthy. If you want a healthy relationship, you have to show up healthy. You can't have, these many issues and think you finna get in a relationship with somebody who don't have zero or who have like, one or two. You got to come with whatever it is you want, right? Okay, let's move on. Oh, one more. Hold on. I ain't see this. It says stuck in the past, Leo. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. I hear it again. I see you next lifetime. That's what I hear. Okay, let's get the messages from your person. What they want to tell you. Okay, you're the best thing that has happened to me. All right. Then we got, no matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. So like I said, this person can't stop thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Ooh, no, 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 no. Thinking about you. Ooh, no, no, no. That's Frank Ocean. My Jecto version of it. He said, you are my wish fulfillment, and I only want you. That's what your person is telling you. They ain't looking at nobody else. There is no one else but you, okay? Then we have my higher self is with you every single day. I tell you this all the time, right? Your higher self watches out on over your person. Your person's higher self watches out over you, okay? Okay, we have new beginning. It says a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Then we've got this one. It says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love, okay? Then we got, oh God, this your Dusty and Krusty, twin flames, your passion ignites. Okay, that was it. Look, I'm gonna just leave that there. Okay, Leo, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, or you want me to read you at the end of any of my lives, all that information is in the description box below. If you want a membership, click the join button where the subscribe button is. That information is there, okay? Please have a good day, a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Love you, my big cats. Hang on in there. Bye.